Hey guys, it's Sam and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you are new to Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave a link to the Goodreads group down below for topics and such. This week's topic is mashups, so I didn't really know how to title this topic, but basically I was thinking about doing something really fun where you kind of think of like comp titles or basically descriptions on the back of books where people are like, this is a mix of Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, and you can use any kind of media to talk about this. So this is a very kind of challenging topic. I had a hard time with it myself. I had a couple ideas and I was like, wait, what else? But it's really fun and it kind of gets you to think about like what things and what elements of things that you'd like to combine. So let's get going. You can see what I mean. Number 5 is the Infernal Devices meets the CW. So I love trashy CW TV shows, so like the Vampire Diaries, Gossip Girl, a lot of those. And I am eternally heartbroken that the Shadowhunters world, as much as I'm not really invested in the Shadowhunters world at all, I'm very upset that they didn't put it on the CW because I would have watched it had they put it on the CW. Because I think it's like the perfect world for the CW. Everyone's beautiful and flawless, and they have pretty good special effects and like makeup and stuff for like a TV network and everything. But I specifically would like to see the Infernal Devices on a network like the CW. I know if they do anything, it's going to be on like whatever channel, Freeform, that it's on, and they're going to do like a spin-off of the Shadowhunters or whatever. But I just want the Infernal Devices on the CW. I just want it so bad, especially because I remember all the really good flashbacks from the Vampire Diaries, and that would just be this. Oh, it'd be so good. And everyone would be so pretty, and everyone would have eyelash extensions, and it'd just be really great, but sadly it's probably not going to happen, but it's what I want. Number 4 is the Lizzie Bennet Diaries meets Wuthering Heights. So I love all of those vlog style modern retellings of a lot of classics that were really popular like 4 years ago. They did Lizzie Bennet Diaries, they do Emma Approved, there was a bunch of other people that also did other ones, but I specifically liked that production company that did Lizzie Bennet Diaries, their takes on them, because they were just so beautiful and like the acting was so good and it wasn't awkward and it was great. And I just want every story retold that way. If it's a classic, I want that. I also really liked Carmilla. Like I want this. Like, this form of retelling is something that gets me every time, and I just inhale them. And Wuthering Heights is one of my favorites, so I would like that in like a vlog form. But again, I'm sure someone did it, but I want it from that specific production company. It's just what I want. I would also really like to see like the picture of Dorian Gray or Great Gatsby. Any of them. I want all of them. Take all the classics and make them into modern YouTube vlog style retellings. Please. Number 3 is Laini Taylor meets Mermaids. So I love mermaid stories and I feel like they are so rarely well done, but I was thinking, I want a mermaid story, who would I want to write it? And I think Laini Taylor would be perfect because Laini Taylor has a way of taking these concepts or these tropes or things, like even like creatures that seem really overly tropey and almost silly, and making them serious and relatable and real, even though she writes things that are so out there and flowery and otherworldly. I think she would do mermaids so well. I mean, she took angels, which a lot of people don't like and is very tropey and overdone and overly dramatic, and she made it great. So if she can make angels have a comeback of sorts, then she can do that for mermaids. Do it for the mermaids. We all want a good mermaid story, and she could do it. Number 2 is Mass Effect meets Star Wars, and this is a dream of mine because I want a Star Wars video game that is like Mass Effect in that it's a single player, story-driven game. And there are rumors that this might happen, but they keep juggling around production companies and stuff. It's not BioWare related, it's like somebody else is going to do it. I want BioWare to do it, but I also am terrified of BioWare right now because they've dropped a lot of balls recently. But I want a Mass Effect game with like a crew and a character that you're following and that you can kind of customize. You know, Mass Effect, BioWare, Dragon Age, that kind of model in a Star Wars game. Not following the main Star Wars plot, like off doing something else in the Star Wars universe. I know like Knights of the Old Republic is kind of this. A little bit, slightly, but not quite. So I know that that's kind of a thing, but I want a modern, new version of this, maybe within the new trilogy or something within like the world as it is right now. I want that so bad. If something like that happened, which again, there's rumors that something along those lines could be developing game related, I will be so hype. And number 1 is Hades and Persephone meets True Blood or like urban fantasy. So I specifically really want a Hades and Persephone retelling that's urban fantasy. I want it so bad. And I want it in book form or TV form, or like movie form, but really TV. And if it was gonna be like in the TV form, that aesthetic, I would like it to be like the True Blood, gritty, urban fantasy aesthetic. I want this so bad. Like any Greek mythology really, but like specifically Hades, Persephone. But like a world where it's modern day and the Greek gods get like outed, discovered as like they're a real thing and they're among us and whatever. I want that so bad. When I look for Hades and Persephone retellings, I really look for that right now, and I have yet to find anything like that. I want modern day. Like modern, like American Gods is another example. Like you could do like American Gods with just the Greek gods, with like Hades, Persephone being the main focus. Urban fantasy. It would be so good. Like dark and I want it so bad. I don't want a retelling anymore. I'm not looking for Hades, Persephone retellings that are like them, you know, in traditional settings with like the flowing Grecian clothing and the same. No, I want them right now. I want Persephone to be wearing like Alexander McQueen or something, and I want like modern fashion and just, I want it. And it's probably not gonna happen ever because nobody wants to go down that road with like anything these days, but it would be so good. And it's what I am looking for. If you guys have any recommendations like this, please help me. If you have any like Greek gods or any of the gods specifically in urban fantasy that's not overly smutty, because urban fantasy is basically erotica these days and I don't want that. I want urban fantasy. Comment down below and let me know. I know that the Alana Andrews series has gods and stuff, but I haven't delved into that one quite yet. But if you have any other ones besides that one, let me know because I want it so bad. So comment down below and let me know some of your mashup ideas that you'd really like to see. Thank you all for watching and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!